Good day, and thanks for tuning in. You're watching Local Matters on your TV, Halton, which is truly local television. As you've probably seen by the graphics of our intro, things have changed a little bit, some of the names. And if you're watching our last episode, our longtime co host, Clark Somerville, is now on special assignment in a super secret location, somewhere up around Limehouse. I don't know if there's a prison up there that he's been put into, but he's on a special assignment. So you'll see Clark from time to time, and we thank him for his time here, as always, on Local Matters. I know that I won't get as ribbed as much with him not here, so that's always good. So it makes me happy. But as you can see here on the screen, we have our good friend, a local councillor in Ward 3 up in Halton Hills. His name is Ron Norris, and he'll be joining us. And as you can see, he's all decked out in his hockey gear. We are in the midst of the hockey playoffs. And that the hockey tribalism is going along just as bad as the political tribalism that we talk about with the federal election that's coming up on April 28th. Don't forget to vote, by the way. Ron, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good, thank you, Mike. And as far as the jacket is concerned, it is a bit of a tribute to our man that's off on secret assignment right now, Clark Somerville. And but I recognize that there is absolutely no way that I will ever keep up or catch up with what he does. So it's very small. But hockey, yes, I do know that some people are not enjoying hockey right now. We won't name any names. But those of us who are Toronto fans are fairly happy at this point. So. I don't think it has
I'm
to.
definitely mourning my Canucks not make it into the playoffs. But in honor of my father who recently passed, he was a longtime Habs fan, so we've chosen the Montreal Canadiens to cheer for this particular playoff season. So, but yeah, there's lots of stuff. But you can just talk to anybody, Leaf fan, Hab fan, Senators fan, you name it. Everybody's in gear. Everybody's riled up for these hockey playoffs. So I know from time to time we talk hockey in honor of our friend Mike the Hammer Hancock from your TV past, but it's great hockey, great playoffs, and sadly we haven't had any long overtimes.
Which is probably pretty good at our age, So
Well, speak for yourself there. See, I knew this. We can't get rid of the Clarkisms coming out of you. I can't get the ribs out of it, but that's fine. It must be a Halton Hills thing.
no, I hung around them too long, which is a good thing, but so I'm also paying the price, So
Yeah, absolutely paying the price. So, Ron, like I said, welcome to the show. Welcome to be part of Local Matters. For those in Halton Hills, I know Ron's not a stranger. He's somebody who's out in the community doing a lot of community events, advocating for residents and for charities and everything that happens in our beautiful community here in North Halton. So, but for the couple that don't know who you are, Ron, here's a chance for you to talk about yourself. Political guys like to talk about themselves, but yeah, feel free. Let everybody know what's Ron Norris about and what are the things he cares about.
sure. Well, no, thanks, Mike, and thanks for allowing me to come in. This is quite the chair to fill, but I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, my wife and I have been in this community since we came to Georgetown 38 years ago, just actually to get into a housing market, only to find out that Georgetown is the best place to live. And so we stayed here. I've just come out of the food industry after 42 years. It was a long career, a good career. For me, it was pretty exciting because I was working with the company that introduced that new type of packaging that you're familiar with for the baby food and the fruit snacks. Just happen to have a couple of these right here. The little pouches with the caps on them. We introduced these in 2010. And you never see our name, but everybody else's name is on them. And we've been producing them in Brampton and in the U.S. for quite some time. Actually, I have two of them here. These will be going back to up to Freshco, where they're hosting today the Tiger Jeet Singh Cram-A-Caddy. That was too much for me to be able to say on a Friday morning. But I'm looking forward to that. I really like what Justin has been doing for Freshco up there, but having the folks from Tiger Jeet Singh coming up and we're going to cram that caddy this weekend. Now, the time that we're taping this, is happening today. So by the time that most people hear this, it'll already been done, and you'll hear how successful this event has been. That's what I like doing here in town. It's it's all about getting out and meeting the people in the community and helping the different events. Um, I know that we've got a big event coming up for the Townsend Smith Foundation for their hospice walk coming up May 3rd. And we're raising a lot of money for a very important um, a new piece of Halton Hills. And there's going to be walks in Georgetown. There's going to be walks in Acton, walks in Milton. You know all about that one, Mike, down at Community Park.
Hmm.
There's going to be individuals. There's going to be teams. If you're seeing this before the walk, I'm encouraging you to get on the registration on the website and go out for that. As well, at the time of this taping, tomorrow we're going to be going out into the town. Each councillor is going to be hosting at a different location, either trail or park, for the spring cleanup. Trying to encourage people to come out and help, just get some of the garbage out of the trails and all that. We have beautiful trails here in Halton Hills, and we want to keep them clean. So we're excited about that as well. So that's really what I'm all about here, Mike. Is doing the things that we need to do as a community. And politically, yeah, there's stuff that I've got to do as working to help with the budgets and all the different things that need to get passed in town. But that's the work part. What I really like is what my predecessor did. Just get out there and just be Halton Hills to the community.
Incredible, and that's what Clark has always been that way. When I was on council, the same mentality. It was just getting out. I always loved knocking on doors in between elections. People always say, "Well, when's the election?" Well, it's not for another couple of years, but you still go out there and do that. But giving back to your community obviously is so important. My parents always taught me growing up, you get out of your community what you put into it. And you can sit back and sort of cross your arms and huff and puff and say, this is bad, this doesn't work, or look at this mess, or look at that mess. And or you can get up off your duff and do something about it. And that's why at the local level, counselors in both Milton and Halton Hills are actively involved in their community. You can see them at events. It's not just there for a picture or a ribbon cutting. It's there to actually do the work. And you talk about the community cleanups. On May 3rd, we have in Milton, we have that community cleanup where everybody gets over to town hall first thing in the morning, gets their all the garbage bags and all the supplies, and they spread out over the entire town. And from personal experience and being there, the difference that it makes when you're driving through your community, not seeing the trash on the side of the road, because wind blows recycling containers over, garbages get dumped out and such. But the huge difference that's made in our community from beautifying it after these community cleanups, and that can't be done without the community getting involved. So,
Exactly.
like I said, hats off to everybody who's volunteered. I know that you're a part of it. Clark's been a part of it. I've been part of all these cleanups as well. And it when you drive around the community afterwards, you'll definitely notice the difference.
It is exactly that. And I think once people see that it's cleaner, there's less likelihood that some people are going to be throwing stuff out their car window. They don't want to be the only one doing it. So
And roadside dumping is obviously in the rural part of Milton, and even in here in the urban area, it's an issue. But I know it's a big issue out in Halton Hills because there's a lot of those quiet two-lane roads, and people still it makes me shake my head, but they'll still drive out with loads of garbage and try to dump it off onto the side of the road when we have our waste management site just down the road here in Milton. So, but just being able to see the community cleaned up, like I said, just gives you that sense of pride. Then, and as you mentioned, and we both know, I think everybody watching here knows, Halton Hills, North Halton, the Halton region is probably the most beautiful regions in the province.
oh, no question about that. No question. Halton Hills first, the rest of Halton later. So we'll give Milton their due as well.
I was about to say the ghost of Brian Lewis is now coming back here with this.
Uh-oh.
Everything is all about Halton Hills. No, no, and that's a good thing, and it's pride, and it's pride in our community, and I'll defend Milton uh, to my last breath as well as being a great community to live in,
As well you
be part of, and had the honor of representing it, and as you do in your community. So, one of the other things that I wanted to sort of get you to promote a little bit, you're on Facebook. You're one of the You're very active on Facebook when it comes to promoting local events. So if you want to give our viewers a chance, because they all like to go online and go to the Local Matters Facebook page, but talk a little bit about what you promote on your page and on your social media.
And I do follow the Local Matters page, by the way. I do have that on my list. What I did, Mike, is I created a separate Facebook page for my counselor duties, and really because I really wanted to use that one just to do that, just to promote the town. But what I find is how many people are really connected, to our town. We had a situation this year with a long-time business by the name of the Georgetown Garden Center, and the owner had unfortunately passed away a couple of months ago. Really great guy, 79 years old, Joe Scabilia, and anybody who went to the Georgetown Garden Center loved it. It's right on Guelph Street, right across from the CTK High School, and not everybody had heard that he passed away, so I had put that on my counselor page. I was just blown away by how many people jumped in, and chimed in about what kind of man this was. So now they are going to open the two sons, Andreas and Antonio, are opening for the new season, for the gardening season. They're actually opening today, which is very late for them. There was on my Facebook page over 1,000 people acknowledged Joe Scabilia and the Georgetown Garden Center. So what I think is that the Facebook and any social media is really important when you're really letting people know what's going on in the town, because it's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with you, Mike, but it does have everything to do with our town. That one really made me feel good that people stepped up and recognized, a true legend in Halton Hills in Joe Scabilia.
Just incredible, and like I said, there's been a lot of positive comments, and like I said, in our local businesses, making that impact in our community. We're going to be right back after these messages. We're going to talk a little bit more with Ron about some local events that are happening here in the community. So stay tuned. You're watching Your TV Halton, truly local television.